I'm Timothy Hull,
I'm Mpagi Sepuya.
and our book is titled The Accidental Egyptian.
And Occidental Arrangements.
I have to give props to Tokyon magazine.
Yes.
Who they were actually the gestation of this, because they contacted me and they said, we want you to collaborate with another photographer on a one-off collage for our next issue. And I didn't even have to think for more than 1 millisecond. And I said, oh, I'm going to ask Paul.
In talking about what we were going to do before we got together, we kind of settled on this idea of Egypt, because it's a theme that comes up a lot in your work, as well as I had
and you have
originally wanted to be in
of
Egypt.
That.
The first thing that I wanted to be through high school was an Egyptologist. And
I was I'm going to come over with these images, and Paul's like, okay, I've got this image of this great looking, kind of maybe Egyptian fellow that might be the linchpin for the whole thing, and then out of that portrait of this fellow, everything kind of came around it like a nucleus.
The sort of definition of Egypt as a place, as a time, as just kind of like this vessel that kind of gets filled and interpreted and reinterpreted. I thought that this character was particularly compelling.
His expression is not to be believed. It's so great. I don't even know what the expression is. I've thought about it quite a bit, and I'm like, what is his expression? Is it sadness? Is it distance? Is it intimacy? Is it royalty? Or is it all of it? It's all of those things in one go.
The idea was that as we started making them, is that the image of them, the flattened image, was the final piece. So then they were taken apart and rearranged. Those physical collages don't necessarily exist. A few of them might.
Yeah, I was pretty adamant as well. People have asked us to have exhibitions of this stuff, and I've been pretty much against that. It takes away from, I think, the quality of the book, the ephemeral quality of the book. So to me, the book being itself a permanent record was perfectly adequate. Self-publish, be happy.